Over 60? Eat these 4 cooked veggies to repair your eye naturally. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed your eyesight isn't as sharp as it used to be after turning 60? Maybe you've caught yourself squinting at the newspaper. Maybe your reading glasses don't seem to do the trick anymore. Or perhaps the glare from headlights at night feels harsher than it used to, almost blinding at times. If you nodded your head just now, you're not alone. Vision changes are one of the most common struggles for seniors. And the hardest part? It sneaks up slowly. One day you're reading fine print without a problem, and the next you're holding your phone at arm's length, wishing the words were just a little clearer. Now here's the part most people never hear. What if I told you that your kitchen might hold the secret to protecting and even repairing your eyes? Yes, something as simple, as ordinary as cooked vegetables could make all the difference. Think about it. We spend thousands on eye exams, new glasses, or supplements, but often overlook the everyday foods that fuel our vision from the inside out. For many seniors, eye decline feels like an unavoidable part of aging. But that's not the whole truth. Certain vegetables, when prepared the right way, actually unlock powerful nutrients that your eyes desperately need. And here's the exciting part. In this video, I'll reveal 4 of the most effective cooked vegetables backed by science. These aren't exotic or hard to find. They're foods you probably already enjoy, but maybe not in the way that brings out their full eye healing potential. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which ones can help reduce eye strain, protect against cataracts, and even support sharper, clearer vision. And trust me, the last one on the list is going to surprise you. But before we dive in, I want you to do something small yet powerful. If better eye health is something you or someone you love is praying for, take a moment right now and comment the words "clear vision" below. Because this conversation isn't just about food, it's about community. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button to join us here at MedCentral Now, where we share practical, life-changing health wisdom tailored just for seniors like you. So, are you ready? Let's open the fridge door together and discover the 4 cooked veggies that could become your best friends for stronger, brighter eyesight. Let's begin with one of the most familiar and trusted vegetables of all time, the carrot. You've probably heard it since you were a child. Eat your carrots, they'll help you see in the dark. Back then, it may have sounded like a silly trick to make kids finish their dinner. But the truth is, there's real science behind that old saying. Picture this for a moment. A grandmother sitting at the dinner table, slowly peeling carrots for a stew. She may not know it, but every slice she adds is packed with something her eyes crave: beta-carotene. Once it's inside the body, beta-carotene transforms into vitamin A nutrient that plays a vital role in keeping your retina healthy. Without enough vitamin A, your eyes struggle to adjust in low light, and night vision becomes weaker and weaker. That's why so many people who lack this vitamin feel almost blinded when they step outside at night. Now here's something most people get wrong. Many believe that crunching on raw carrots is the best way to get those nutrients. While raw carrots are healthy, your body can't fully access all the beta-carotene locked inside them. Carrots hold on tightly to their nutrients, but when you cook them, gently steaming, roasting, or simmering them, those natural barriers break down, and suddenly your body can absorb far more of that precious vitamin A. Cooking doesn't destroy their goodness, it unlocks it. Think of it this way. A raw carrot is like a book with a locked cover. You can see it, you can touch it, but you can't read what's inside. Cooking is the key that opens that cover, allowing your body to read and use the nutrients hidden within. And here's a simple but powerful tip. If you really want to get the most out of your carrots, pair them with a little bit of healthy fat. Something as simple as a drizzle of olive oil or a small pat of butter. Why? Because vitamin A is fat soluble. That means your body absorbs it better when it has a partner, like olive oil, to carry it into your system. So a bowl of gently steamed carrots with a light olive oil dressing isn't just tasty, it's eye-nourishing medicine in disguise. Another misconception I hear often is that carrots alone can completely fix vision problems. That's not true. Carrots won't magically give you perfect eyesight overnight. But what they can do is provide your eyes with the building blocks they need to stay strong, delay age-related decline, and sharpen your ability to see in dim light. For seniors over 60, that's not just comfort, that's independence. Because think about it, when you can see clearly at night, you can still enjoy an evening walk, read a book without straining under a lamp, or even drive safely without the fear of oncoming headlights overwhelming your vision. These little details may not sound dramatic, but they shape the quality of your daily life. Carrots are also versatile. You don't need fancy recipes or expensive supplements. Add them to soups, stews, or stir-fries. Roast them until they're tender and sweet, or even mash them into a smooth side dish that's gentle on the stomach. Simple, affordable, and accessible. So the next time you look at a carrot, don't think of it as just another vegetable. Think of it as a guardian of your vision, especially after 60. But carrots aren't the only orange veggie that works wonders. There's another very different one, not orange, but deep green. And when cooked, it can protect your eyes in ways that go beyond what carrots can offer. Let's talk about that next. And that brings us to the next powerhouse on our list, spinach. Now let me paint you a picture. Imagine an older gentleman, maybe in his late 60s, driving home after visiting his grandchildren. The sun has just set, and suddenly the glare from the oncoming headlights feels overwhelming. His eyes strain. He blinks, but the brightness lingers, making him nervous behind the wheel. That feeling of being unsure, of not trusting your eyes at night, is something many seniors quietly struggle with. But here's the hopeful part. Studies have shown that adding cooked spinach to the diet can bring gradual but meaningful improvement. Spinach is packed with two special antioxidants called lutein and zeaxanthin. These are not just random nutrients, they are nature's filters, designed specifically for your eyes. They gather in the macula, the central part of your retina responsible for sharp vision, and they act like natural sunglasses. They block harmful blue light, reduce glare, and protect delicate eye tissues from long-term damage. Here's where it gets interesting. Many people think eating raw spinach in a salad is the best way to go. But spinach naturally contains compounds called oxalates, which can lock away some of those eye-protecting nutrients. When you cook spinach, whether you steam it gently, saute it in a pan, or even add it to a warm soup, those oxalates break down. That means your body can finally absorb the lutein and zeaxanthin that were hidden before. In other words, cooking spinach doesn't rob it of its power, it releases its power. Think of your eyes like windows. Over the years, those windows get foggy, scratched, and harder to see through. Lutein and zeaxanthin act like gentle polish, slowly clearing the fog, reducing the glare, and protecting the glass from further scratches. That's the quiet, steady work spinach does for your vision. And the beauty of spinach is that it fits so easily into meals. A few handfuls wilted into scrambled eggs in the morning. A side of sautéed spinach with garlic and a little olive oil at dinner. Even blended into soups or stews where it melts right in, almost invisible. 3 to 4 times a week is enough to make a difference over time. Now, I know some people avoid spinach because they think it tastes bitter, but once you saute it lightly, add a pinch of seasoning, or mix it into other dishes, that bitterness softens into something rich and satisfying. And beyond taste, think of what you're really giving yourself. Clearer nights, less strain, a shield against the blue light that tires your eyes. So the next time you see a bunch of spinach in the grocery store, don't think of it as just another leafy green. Think of it as a daily gift for your vision, one that can help you hold on to your independence a little longer, one that keeps you safe on the road, one that helps you continue enjoying the faces of the people you love without squinting or straining. From leafy greens, let's now move to a vibrant red fruit that transforms into one of the strongest eye protectors once it's cooked. And chances are, you already have it sitting in your kitchen. From leafy greens, let's turn to something bright and red, the tomato. Now picture this. It's a chilly evening, and a senior sits at the kitchen table with a steaming bowl of tomato soup. The first spoonful warms the hands, the second warms the chest, and with every sip, there's a feeling of comfort, almost like a hug in a bowl. But what most people don't realize is that beyond the comfort, that simple bowl of soup is quietly nourishing the eyes. Tomatoes are packed with a powerful antioxidant called lycopene. It's the same compound that gives them their rich red color. And here's why it matters for your vision. Lycopene helps protect the eyes from oxidative stress, the gradual wear and tear that damages tissues over time. For seniors, oxidative stress is one of the biggest culprits behind cataracts and age-related macular degeneration, two of the leading causes of vision loss after 60. Now, here's the fascinating part. Fresh tomatoes are healthy, no doubt about it, but when you cook them, when you simmer them into a sauce, stew them gently, or turn them into that cozy soup, something special happens. Cooking unlocks more lycopene, making it easier for your body to absorb. Instead of losing nutrients, the tomato becomes even more powerful once it's cooked. It's a bit like unlocking a hidden treasure chest. Raw tomatoes give you some of the jewels, but cooking opens the lid fully and lets you access the richest gems inside. And just like with carrots, lycopene is best absorbed when it has a partner, a healthy fat. A drizzle of olive oil or a small spoon of avocado oil alongside cooked tomatoes helps deliver that lycopene straight to your cells, where it can start guarding your vision. Yet here's a common misconception. Many people assume fresh tomatoes are always superior. They picture a crisp tomato slice on a salad and think that's the healthiest choice. While fresh is good, when it comes to protecting your eyes, a simmered tomato stew or a sauce draped over whole grain pasta can actually do more. It's one of those rare cases where cooking doesn't take away, it gives more. Imagine how simple this can be in daily life. A warm tomato soup on cold days, a rich pasta sauce simmered slowly with olive oil, garlic, and herbs, a hearty vegetable stew where tomatoes form the base. None of these are exotic or complicated dishes, but they carry with them a protective shield for your eyes, spoonful by spoonful, bite by bite. And the impact goes beyond just physical protection. For many seniors, sight is tied directly to independence, the ability to recognize faces, read a favorite book, or enjoy a sunset. Tomatoes, humble as they are, contribute to holding on to those moments a little longer. They make it possible to keep engaging with life's beauty instead of watching it fade away. So the next time you reach for tomatoes, don't just think of them as a cooking ingredient. Think of them as a daily act of care for your future vision. Something small, accessible, but deeply powerful. And finally, we come to our last vegetable. It doesn't get as much attention as carrots, spinach, or tomatoes, but it's quietly repairing eyes across senior diets. And it might just become your new favorite. Now let's turn to the final vegetable on our list, the sweet potato. Picture this. A grandmother sits down to dinner. Normally, she would reach for a soft bread roll to go with her meal, but tonight, her family serves a small baked sweet potato instead. At first, it feels like a small change. Nothing remarkable. Yet over time, something interesting happens. Her night vision doesn't seem to decline as quickly. She's less bothered by dim rooms, and she feels steadier when moving around the house after sunset. That simple swap begins to quietly protect her independence. Sweet potatoes are more than just a colorful side dish. Inside that orange flesh is a powerhouse of nutrients your eyes depend on. They're loaded with beta-carotene, the same vision-boosting compound found in carrots, and also vitamin C, which works as an antioxidant. Together, they form a shield against oxidative stress, the slow process of cell damage that wears down eye tissues as we age. And here's something fascinating. Cooking sweet potatoes doesn't destroy their nutrients, it enhances them. The heat breaks down the tough fibers and releases more beta-carotene, making it easier for your body to absorb. That means the very act of baking, steaming, or mashing sweet potatoes actually strengthens their protective power. What looks like comfort food on the plate is, in reality, a natural defense system for your eyes. Now let's clear up a common misconception. Many people assume that regular white potatoes can offer the same benefits. They're filling, they're familiar, and they're affordable. But when it comes to protecting your vision, white potatoes don't come close. Sweet potatoes carry up to 10 times more eye-protecting nutrients. It's not just about calories or comfort. It's about the richness of what they deliver to your body. Think about how easy they are to enjoy. Bake them whole until the skin is soft and the inside is sweet and creamy. Mash them with a touch of cinnamon for a cozy side dish that feels like dessert but works like medicine. Cube and roast them until golden, or stir them into soups and stews where they bring both sweetness and nourishment. For seniors with sensitive digestion, sweet potatoes are gentle, filling, and satisfying. The best part is that they're versatile enough to replace less healthy options. Swap out fries for baked sweet potato wedges. Trade bread or heavy starches for a warm baked sweet potato. Each of those choices is a small step toward clearer vision, steadier nights, and stronger eye health. And beyond nutrition, think of the emotional impact. For many seniors, losing vision feels like losing independence. No longer being able to cook safely, read comfortably, or move around confidently in the evening hours. Sweet potatoes may look simple, but they help slow that decline, giving you more time to enjoy those everyday freedoms. So the next time you see sweet potatoes at the store, don't overlook them. Think of them as a bright orange ally, sitting quietly in the produce aisle, ready to guard your eyesight meal after meal. Now that we've covered all four of these powerful cooked vegetables, carrots, spinach, tomatoes, and sweet potatoes, it's time to step back and talk about what this really means emotionally for seniors and their families. Declining eyesight can feel like so much more than just a health issue. For many seniors, it feels like losing independence. Piece by piece, suddenly driving at night doesn't feel safe. Reading a book becomes tiring. Recognizing the face of a grandchild across the room takes extra effort. And little by little, it can start to feel like life is shrinking. But here's the beautiful truth. Food, something as simple and ordinary as these four cooked vegetables, can be a quiet form of hope. A plate of steamed carrots, a bowl of tomato soup, a serving of sautéed spinach, a baked sweet potato. These aren't just meals. They're daily steps toward protecting your freedom, your clarity, and your connection to the world around you. Instead of fearing blindness or decline, think of your kitchen as a toolbox. Inside it are not just pots and pans, but tools for vision repair. Every time you choose one of these vegetables, you're choosing to fight back against the wear and tear of age. You're choosing to say, my vision matters and I can do something about it. Here's a simple challenge. Try adding at least one of these vegetables to your meals every day for the next 2 weeks. Nothing extreme, nothing complicated, just small, steady choices. Maybe carrots with dinner one night, spinach folded into scrambled eggs the next morning, a tomato-based stew simmering on a Sunday afternoon, a baked sweet potato replacing bread on a weeknight. Watch for the subtle changes. Less glare at night, less strain while reading, a sense that your eyes feel more comfortable. And remember, you don't have to accept poor vision as an unavoidable part of life after 60. Yes, eyesight changes with age, but decline does not have to mean defeat. With small, consistent choices, clarity can return. With patience, your eyes can be nourished and strengthened, one meal at a time. So if you've been feeling discouraged, hold on to this hope. It is never too late to care for your eyes. The steps are simple, they're within your reach, and they can bring back not only clearer vision, but also the confidence and independence that come with it. So let's take a moment to bring everything together. We've uncovered 5 foods: processed meats, sugary yogurts and drinks, leftover fried foods and reheated oils, processed cheese slices, and diet sodas with artificial sweeteners. 5 everyday items that seem ordinary, even comforting, but when kept in your fridge and consumed over time, can quietly harm your health. For seniors, they don't just affect taste or convenience, they affect vitality, longevity, and the quality of every single day. Now, I want you to pause for a second and think. Out of these 5, which one shocked you the most? Which one made you want to walk over to your fridge right now and check? Maybe it was the diet soda you thought was safe. Maybe it was the processed cheese you've been buying for years. Or maybe it was the leftover fried foods. Something so normal but suddenly so risky. I'd love to hear from you. Truly. Because your story, your experience, could help someone else watching this video realize they're not alone. So share in the comments below. Which of these foods do you see most often in your fridge or in the fridge of someone you love? And more importantly, which one are you ready to let go of starting today? And if this video has opened your eyes, if it's given you even one piece of information that helps you protect yourself or someone you care for, then I want to gently invite you to subscribe to this channel, MedCentral. This is your space for truth, for clarity, and for real conversations about health in later years. Every week, we dive into the habits, the choices, and the simple shifts that can make aging not just something we endure, but something we embrace with strength and dignity. When you subscribe, you're not just clicking a button. You're joining a community of people who care about living longer, healthier, and stronger. And when you like and share this video, you're helping spread knowledge that could quite literally save someone's life. So as we close, let me leave you with this thought. Your fridge is not just a box that keeps things cold. It's either your medicine cabinet or your slow poison. Every item you choose to put in there is either helping your body heal or slowly working against it. The choice, as always, is in your hands. Thank you for spending this time with me. Stay vital, stay informed, and above all, stay hopeful. I'll see you in the next video. So let's take a moment to pull everything together. We've covered 4 powerful, everyday vegetables that do more than just fill your plate. They actively protect and repair your eyes. To recap, those 4 cooked veggies are carrots, spinach, tomatoes, and sweet potatoes. Simple, familiar, and yet when prepared the right way, they hold the potential to support your vision and guard your independence as you age. Now I'd love to hear from you. Out of these 4, which do you eat the most? Have you noticed any changes in your eyesight when you include them regularly? Maybe carrots have always been your favorite. Maybe spinach is something you've only just started eating. Or maybe sweet potatoes are a new discovery for you. Share your story in the comments below. Your experience could encourage someone else who's just beginning their journey toward better eye health. And if this video has been helpful for you, if it's given you new ideas or hope about protecting your vision, I'd be so grateful if you gave it a like. It's a small gesture, but it lets us know this content is making a difference. And don't forget to subscribe to MedCentral now. This channel is dedicated to seniors and to families who want to thrive in the later chapters of life. Every week we bring you practical, science-backed health wisdom designed specifically for older adults. Tips that are simple, doable, and life-changing. When you subscribe, you're not just joining a channel. You're joining a community of people who care deeply about living well, staying vibrant, and holding on to independence. So thank you for spending this time with me today. I know you could be doing 100 other things, and I don't take lightly that you chose to be here. My hope is that you walk away not only with knowledge, but with encouragement. Encouragement that your choices matter, that your kitchen is full of tools for healing, and that your body is still capable of wonderful renewal. Stay strong, stay vibrant, and keep nourishing your body for a clearer tomorrow. This is MedCentral, and I'll see you in the next video.